The A's today lost yet another dismal game, losing 1-0 to the Minnesota Twins to lose their 8th in a row. And I mean, this game was similar to the last game in the sense that the A's offense was, essentially non-existent. Their pitching did fine, but pitching doesn't really matter if you're not going to score any runs. So yeah, they lose 1-0, and that only Twins run came in the 6th inning. And it was James Kaprielian on the mound who, obviously had a really poor first start, but today he did actually really good. And the A's were facing former A's pitcher Sonny Gray on the mound for the Twins, and he did really good, striking out 7 in just 4 innings. So let's get into this game. I mean, not much action, not much to talk about really, but yeah, I mean, the pitching was good. Sonny Gray struck out a couple early. Kaprielian also did really good. He struck out 7 as well. Jorge Polanco got a solo homer, and that was in the bottom of the 6th inning. Literally the only run of the game. He hit it pretty well, and that scored that run. So, yeah, I mean, Jorge Polanco is really the hero of this game. The A's defense did pretty good, but like I said, similar to pitching, it's not really going to matter if you don't score any runs. Kevin Smith made a really good catch at third base, and there was a pickoff as well that Bethancourt had that was pretty clutch in the late innings by throwing back to second. But yeah, I mean, the A's, their bullpen's fine right now. It's like the pitching's fine in general, but it doesn't matter. And the A's, also had 2 men on in the 9th inning, 2 outs, Bethancourt struck out. And so, similar to yesterday, opportunity to, tie it, and, it just didn't happen. And so the A's moved to 10-17. I mean, to think that the last time we won a game, we were 10-9. To move to 10-9, it's absolutely, it's incredible how bad we've been in our last 3 series. Of course, getting swept to the Guardians, the Rays, and we do lose this series against the Twins. Now it's a 3-game series, so the best we can do is win tomorrow. But at this point, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to do that because the A's offense is just not generating anything. They're leaving too many men on base. I mean, today we only had 3 hits, albeit the Twins had 5, but just not very good. For the Twins, they had decent hitting in this game. Jorge Polanco, absolutely incredible with 3 hits, and then, of course, that homer that won the game. But, yeah, the A's had to face 2 former pitchers that were on the A's, of course, Sonny Gray and Danny Colomé. So interesting. But Sonny, it was a pitching duel for the ages, but it's come to the point where, like, it's been so many games that, like, I feel like good pitching by the other team just isn't a good excuse anymore. I mean, you look at last game, we lost 2-1, very bad offense. We lost 3-0 to the Rays. I mean, in our last 3 games, we've scored 1 run. That is absolutely horrible. And we've lost 8 in a row. I mean, we're 5th place in the division, 7 back of first. Very bad. Our last 10 were 1-9. I mean, the A's are just in a lot of trouble right now. They're digging themselves in a big hole, here, and they're making it hard for themselves to succeed. I mean, I feel like, there's plenty of ways that they could be better, and I don't really put fault on the guys. I mean, I just don't think we have adequate pieces right now. I think our pitching is okay, but I think really the cycle of Kaprielian, Montas, and Irvin, besides that, it's like our starting pitching really isn't that good, and so we're lucky that those guys are doing good, but our hitters don't have any grit in them to get any hits, it seems like. And if they do, it's just they're staying on base. We're not getting any runs. Home runs are very scarce, and I mean, it's hard to watch really at this point. 8 in a row. I mean, it's a big losing streak, so definitely pretty depressing. So the A's moved to 10-17. They'll play the Twins one more time in this series, but not looking good. The Twins moved to 17-11. They're doing pretty good right now. I mean, they do win the series after this one, so yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, go A's.